Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me. It's in the description below, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Your email line for purchase and pricing questions about this or any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. That's tmosso@thewatchbox.com. And today we're discussing the Zenith El Primero. This is the Zenith El Primero as it would have appeared in the late 90s. This is one of the last of the old guard designs prior to the arrival of Terry Nataf in 2001, which is to say, for a lot of Zenith purists, this is as good as it gets. A handsome 40mm yellow gold dress watch featuring applique Roman numerals on a loomed dial. It's a versatile piece, 40mm in diameter, measuring 12mm thick, and from lug to lug, let's get a little bit closer so you can see the case in detail. From lug to lug, and they are elegant lugs, 45.5mm with a 19mm spacing between the lugs. Now, one feature I want to shout out with this watch is the amount of tarnish on the case. This is a very, 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 very good sign. It's the sign of a gold watch that has been untouched by the refinisher's wheel and rarely, if ever, worn, which is to say you're getting a late 90s style Zenith, and I can tell you this one was sold in 2002 based on its warranty card. You're getting it in essentially untouched condition, lightly worn and unrefinished, exactly as I would prefer. Now, I like it quite a bit, so we'll model it on my 16cm circumference wrist, and you can see 40 for a dress chronograph was a nice bullseye size. It looked imposing in the 90s, and it still looks good today, as this is just about perfect, and it's managed to find the sweet spot for 2020 tastes, as this seems exactly like what the market is calling for today. This is a vintage watch that still wears modern, and when you think about it, 2002 was a long time ago. The timepiece, of course, equipped with a Zenith factory strap, and you can see this is an old style Zenith factory strap complete with logo. You'll note that it features medium rectangular scale alligator leather in a light brown with a semi-gloss finish, a contrasting stitch, and as you can see, sheer sides showing the layers of the leather. Gator on the top, calfskin on the bottom. You can see there is a matching Zenith yellow gold buckle, the yellow gold buckle with that quad star logo, and you can see that on the buckle, on the strap, and on the crown. You'll also find it on the winding rotor. This is a different era of Zenith design. Neither Nataf nor the subsequent Biver regime. This is a timepiece that in every regard is pretty close to the perfect dress chronograph. The case band is simple. As you can see, there's a little bit of a transitional bevel on the lugs. The case is of high polish. It has a sheer side. The lugs taper handsomely. There's a double step to the bezel, giving it a bit of definition around that critical structure. And then we have vintage-inspired lozenge-style chronograph pushers. The dial does feature a tachymeter scale. You can see it's printed on the dial itself, and it's outboard of the hours. The hour indices, as well as Roman numerals, are appliques, so you can see they are not printed features. They are raised above the dial. We have a sort of azurage, concentric circular guilloche. For the slightly dished sub-registers, you have constant seconds at 9, chronograph minutes at 3, chronograph hours down at 6. The watch is loomed. It is a Luminova dial, and it has a black glossy base. It's beautifully executed. The column wheel feel is exemplary. It sounds good, it feels good, and you can see that the chronograph seconds hand has been manually rolled to curve it around the edge of the dial. You'll also note, discreet, down at 4:30, there is a gold on black printed date disc. The watch features a quick set for the date, a column wheel lateral clutch action for the chronograph, broadsword hands loomed for the hours and minutes. Turn it all over, and you know this was late 90s because we could see that the caliber 400 has been upgraded to caliber 400Z, and I believe the principal difference was a different number of teeth on the escape wheel. Bidirectional winding, 52-hour power reserve, 36,000 vibrations per hour. It is an El Primero, which means it is a column wheel and lateral clutch design. You can see the column wheel, its levers and horns, and the lateral clutch in action. The El Primero has always been a good-looking movement, and this one is no exception. It has every refinement except hacking seconds, and its balance beats away at 36,000 vibrations per hour or 10 beats per second, giving it a quicker cadence than conventional 18K, 21.6, or 28.8 movements. It's handsomely executed with the entire chronograph mechanism, column wheel, levers, horns, hammers, and, of course, The actual clutch itself visible. 30 meters water resistant. This timepiece is not an aquatic sports watch. It is more a sporty dress watch and one of the most handsome El Primeros I have encountered. Like I said, the tarnish on the case speaks to a minimally worn and never refinished watch, and that's exactly how you want to get an older timepiece. Handsome, in outstanding condition, and essentially untouched by the years. It's a sign of the way we were, and a reminder of a truly great era in Zenith design. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing questions. And we're back with the Zenith El Primero Black Dial Yellow Gold, all green by night.